Okay, so how many pairs of positive integers m comma n satisfy a given expression where n is an odd integer? Fine, this question appeared in CAT 2007. So we have 1 by m plus 4 by n is equal to 1 by 12. Let us try simplifying this. We would end up in 12n plus 48m minus mn. Now this is an expression that comes in many kind of questions in CAT. So the concept here is, whenever you have an expression like this, x plus 2 into y plus 3, when you expand it, you will get a xy term, x term and a y term, right? So in future, if you come across a question which has a n term, m term and mn term, or p term, q term and a pq term, it should click that you can actually write it as a plus something into b plus something kind of form. So whenever you come across an expression of the form a plus b plus ab, it should click that you can actually factorize it into a plus something into b plus something. So now let's get back to our expression. So we have got n, m and mn. So we can write it as n plus something into m plus something. So what are these somethings here? See, we have 12n, right? So that something inside m's bracket should be 12. We have 48m, so that something inside n's bracket should be 48. So it should be n plus 48 into m plus 12. Now we also have to take care of the signs. Mn is negative, so m and n cannot have the same signs in the brackets. So we would get n minus 48 into 12 minus m. Why minus 48? Because 48 has a plus sign in the main equation. So if you simplify what we have got, we will get 12n plus 48m minus mn minus 48 into 12. Now have a look at the first equation that we got. 12n plus 48m minus mn is equal to 0. Here we have got, after simplification, 12n plus 48m minus mn minus 48 into 12. That part is not there in the first equation, right? So when you factorize the first equation into n minus 48 into 12 minus m, we take minus 48 into 12 to the right hand side. So we get n minus 48 into 12 minus m is equal to 48 into 12. Now let's get back to the question. So this was the expression given and this is a question. So how many pairs of positive integers? These are the options given. We have got some conditions here for n, right? We'll have to find how many pairs of positive integers, m and n, where n is an odd integer less than 60. So two conditions are here. N should be positive, n should be odd integer less than 60. So this is the final expression that we got. So finally it boils down to splitting 48 into 12 into two factors, such that you can assign one factor to n minus 48 and one factor to 12 minus m. As n has got certain conditions, so while splitting the factors, we should keep certain conditions in mind. The first condition is one of the factors should be odd, and that can be assigned to n minus 48, right? Because only if n minus 48 is odd, n will remain odd. The second condition was n has to be less than 60. So the odd factor that we're going to assign to n minus 48 should be less than 12. Because only if n minus 48 is less than 12, n will remain less than 60. So keeping these two conditions in mind, let us factorize 48 into 12 and write the standard form. So it can be written as 2 to the power 6 into 3 to the power 2. Now if one of the factors have to be odd, that factor cannot have any powers of 2, of course, other than 2 to the power 0. So the odd factor we are speaking about cannot have any 2's, and hence the possibilities are 3 to the power 0, 3 to the power 1 and 3 to the power 2. So n minus 48 can only take these values. Luckily none of these powers of 3 are greater than 12, right? So the answer is option 5. The only three possibilities, n minus 48 has to be 3 to the power 0 or 3 to the power 1 or 3 to the power 2. Now let's look at another question which involves a similar concept. I'm not going to discuss the question. The question goes like this. Sum of two natural numbers p and q and their LCM is given as 59. How many ordered pairs of p comma q are possible? Try solving this question. The answer for this question is 10 ordered pairs. Hope you enjoyed the session. Call us at 8334012360 for any of your queries regarding CAT prep.